Hello, Mayor Pro Tem, members of council, city staff and the public. Alex Hamilton, Fire Chief. And before us today is a urgent emergency services performed by Toro Enterprises to protect properties and city infrastructure regarding the sun-kissed fire. So the recommendation before you is that the City Council approve and authorise the Mayor to execute a one-time payment to Toro Enterprises in the amount of $42,668 for the urgent on-call services performed related to the sun-kissed fire. Excuse me. And second, that the City Council approve and authorise a one-time increase to the Fire Department's operating budget in the amount of $42,668. Just as a little bit of background, the Oxnard Purchasing Policy Manual allows, at the city manager's discretion, to be able to essentially sign one of these contracts without obtaining price quotations or bids, because of the expedient nature of what we're trying to do. So on the evening of March 5th, 2024, a major four-alarm fire occurred at 245 Colonia Road in the La Colonia area of the city. The fire required the response of our two surrounding agencies plus Oxnard Fire and over 25 fire apparatus to control that fire, resulting in the total loss of the former Sunkist lemon processing factory. Heavy equipment was required to remove fire debris, knock down unstable portions of the building that continued to pose a threat. Heavy equipment was requested via mutual aid from neighbouring fire departments, but they were unable due to mechanical maintenance issues. We did give the property owner an opportunity to hire a contractor to facilitate the emergency demo. Unfortunately, that contractor was just didn't have the expertise or the capability and the size of the equipment that we needed to be able to perform the work. So after exhausting other sources of heavy equipment, the incident commander learned that Public Works has a contract, or multiple agreements, I should say, with Toro Enterprises that includes street and alley paving and on-call service agreements for water and wastewater. This is important because we know that they have all the correct insurances in place. They have a business license with the city and those kinds of things. So an on-call agreement was scheduled, there is an on-call agreement for scheduled and non-scheduled or unplanned repair and maintenance of facilities and infrastructure only, which excludes the fire department from utilising that city contract. And so due to the urgency, the threat to the high voltage power lines that run along one side of that structure, as well as the physical hazards to fire personnel and the public, as well as the need to complete a search for any potential victims. The incident commander contacted Toro Enterprises to facilitate the required work, so it could allow search dogs in to search for any victims, allow fire investigators to investigate the cause and origin of the fire, and then also ultimately allow for final extinguishment of the fire to bring the incident to a close. And so the Chapter 4 of the City Code, Public Project Purchasing and Contracting, annual authorization authorizes the city manager to award any procurement contract or purchase order up to an annual authorization in the amount listed, which is currently $200,000. Since the city has spent over $4 million with Toro in fiscal year 23-24, the additional spending on this project requires City Council approval. So the cost of the one-time on-call emergency services contract with Toro Enterprises is $42,668. To fund the emergency service, an increase to the fire department's operating budget in the general fund, which is Fund 101, is being requested. And with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions that the council may have. Thank you so much for the time today.